Hello friends, thank you for tuning in. This is going to be box 5 of our Twilight of the Republic case. Appreciate you tuning in. Give us a like and a subscribe. Let us know if you like the content. Or maybe leave us a comment down below and let us know what kind of comment or content you want us to make. I know I've got a few ideas for some videos, but at the moment I've got a case of Twilight of the Republic that needs opening, so you can join me. As I've said in a previous video, that is one of the downsides when you have a card game like this, where so much of the value is pushed into the showcases. Even Magic the Gathering has seen this happen when Mythics came out. And what you're doing is all of the value is going into just 3 or 4 cards in the set. So your rares essentially become worthless. Even some of your legendaries can technically become kind of... Well, even the legendaries in this game seem to be holding their value. But what that does is that really is for the collectors. So the collectors are going to open 10 cases to get those high-value case cards. And that makes the rest of us that are just looking for game pieces, they make that a lot cheaper. Oh, I didn't even know Resupply was reprinted in this set. I guess I need to pay attention. But I think everybody wins in that way. Now, the people opening cases, I think we're doing fine. For people like me, I have a large desire to build everything that's meta viable for playtesting, because I have delusions of being competitive at this game, so I want to be able to have everything at my fingertips. Now, would going out and buying all those cards individually be cheaper? Yeah, probably. But not nearly as fun. So around the board. And besides, there's no feeling quite as good as ripping open a showcase. I ripped a Han Solo out of set 1, and that's the only one I've opened so far. Which I was super happy to open it. At least it's one that was seeing competitive play at the time. Not so much now. I know there's still some people that play the Han leader. But he was pretty much almost completely absent from the set 2 competitive scene. Which really brings up the question of whether or not Boba Fett is going to need to see a nerf going forward. So hopefully set 3 shakes the meta up enough to where we don't have to have that conversation, because no one wants to see their cards banned. That just feels bad. You want to be able to play with the cards that you open. It's a trading card game after all. So let's not see cards banned. Let's just see... Well, and that's the other problem, too, is to escape that, we're essentially pushing up the power level of the rest of the game, which I don't know if that's something that we want to happen so early. But we will see. They definitely can use tools like banning and restriction to make the game a little more fair. I don't know if like I said, I don't know if we necessarily need to have that conversation yet. Ooh, that one's upside down. What's that? So we got an unlimited power. And we got an OC Sobek. Interesting. I think the card actually was... The edges on that one are a little buffed. we had a lot of quality control issues with Set 2. I haven't quite seen anything with Set 3 so far. I know there have been some complaints out on the internet. Yet again, it's the internet. Let's see. Okay, Fisto, Bo-Katan Kryze, oops, Super Battle. Oh, actually, I guess that one looks a little muddied. I'd like to see, like any card game, you always want the cards to be the best possible quality. Sometimes, unfortunately, with a game like Magic, where we saw the quality of the card quality just degrade so much over the course of the game's life. I mean, I can take cards that I opened 20 plus years ago and put them next to a card that was opened recently, and it's amazing at how bad the new cards look and feel. I mean, you can have cards that are bent right out of the package, whereas with the old card game, like I said, some of those cards are 20 years old and they're still perfectly flat. Huh. Well, that is interesting. I don't know how I feel about that. Hyperspace foil of a card. Now, if this was a Set 1 card, that would have been fantastic. Because that card doesn't see a ton of play at the moment, but that may change. We don't really know what's going on with how the meta is going to shake up. Count Dooku and hello there. Let's see. Position. We have something fun. What do we got there? Confederate Courier. Not that fun. Huh? Bo-Katan Kryze, Tactical Droid Commander. The one bummer about when you buy a case is then you have to sort the cards after the fact. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. Ugh, got 2 Jar Jars in 1 pack. No one deserves that. General's Blade. See, and so Jar Jar, here's a prime example. The art on this just looks so goofy. Like, I understand it's Jar Jar, but it's just, I don't know. The art's fine. A lot of it just looks bad in digital until you finally get it in your hand, but meh. Another General's Blade. All right. Let's see. Will this one save the box? No, this one will not save the box. So, all right. Yeah, this one was 2 legendaries and a good rare. Yeah, not a good box. So, anyways, thanks everyone for tuning in. We've got one more box to go. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.